Welcome to the Austin Real Estate Podcast Network. My name's Sandy Mcilree. Joining us again today is Jessica Licona. Jessica, let's get right to it. We've got a lot to cover today. What are you seeing as far as demand, not just for property and homes, but for certain locations and amenities? What's going on in the market?
Yeah, we are getting more and more calls of people saying, I need a great pool contractor or a home with a pool and or waterfront or water access for them to start getting their kids outside and having water toys be put to use. So those are the high demands right now.
Yeah, I know people are screaming for pool builders right now, right?
Yes.
It's
So we're hearing hot demand for pool contractors, and I'm hearing that they're even, certainly months out right now, which then puts us into winter at that point. But people are still very excited about that.
Yeah, and I lived on Lake Travis for 15 years, and that's the best time of the year to be on the lake.
Oh yeah.
There's no one there. The water's normally calm, and it's great.
Right.
It's a wonderful place to live. I can see why there's the demand for it for
And we have
certain.
water this year.
Yeah, right. And trust me, I was there when there wasn't any for 5 years. I hate even thinking back on that. But it's all of this is a result of the pandemic, of course, of COVID-19, and
Right.
people want to be outdoors. In fact, I have a friend in South Dakota who's in real estate. He told me that he has had more calls in the last 30 days from people all over the country than he has had in the last 2 years.
Right.
So people want land, and they want to get away from their fellow human being.
They want a little more space, and I think it's summertime here. We're seeing triple digits, so I'm hearing a lot of pull. Obviously up north, I'm hearing Montana, Wyoming, Colorado. A lot of folks are looking at second homes even.
Yeah, second homes, and even buying land and
Right.
building there. Colorado's got certainly, well, it's like that every summer though. It's just flooded with Texans. You can't
It
you
is.
can't take a step without bumping into somebody from Texas and Colorado this
Right.
time of year, right?
Yeah. Yep, that's true. And I'll mention this for what it's worth. If we always share with our clients, if they have any real estate needs, even if it's not in the Austin metropolitan area, still reach out to us. We can give you great referrals of great agents across the nation and into Canada and Mexico and abroad. So that's something I always like to remind folks that we
Yeah,
can get
that is a
them.
great point. I'm sure you point them in the right direction wherever they're going, right?
100%.
Let's talk. Well, a lot of people, we're talking about land and we're talking about buying, and money is so cheap right now. You mentioned earlier that you saw what was the rate on that 15-year?
Yeah, one of our friends secured a 15-year loan for 1.99% in a refi. And I'm thinking those are definitely since 1950 to 1952 recorded history. Those are the lowest interest rates have ever been. We are physically giving money away right now. It's insane.
Yeah, it's probably cheap. And I don't know. Do you have many cash buyers?
Actually, that's probably the biggest competition right now is that we've got so many folks throwing cash out, and then I guess what they're doing is probably like a cash out refinance. Once
Hmm.
they secure and win that bid, then they can leverage their cash later.
Right.
But yes, still quite a few cash buyers, because if not, you're in a multiple offer with someone else getting a loan, and they want to be attractive and try to close sooner and have a lot less hurdles to jump through with appraisals, etc.
Yeah, the reason I ask that is that if you are a cash buyer, it almost, with rates as low as they are, it almost seems better to
Right.
go ahead and take the money at those low rates.
I think they do. I know I've bought property where I'll put cash and then I'll do a refi out, to get the cash back. And then usually at that point, it's even a little higher if I've made an improvement to the property.
Right.
So I've leveraged my cash even further. I would suspect a lot of folks are looking at that because, to your point, the money is so cheap right now.
Right. And how much of that counseling do you give to clients?
Well, every day we tell folks, like, this is real life experience we've lived through, or we've watched a client, or we have a great contact. So we very much want folks to be, queued up with a game plan.
Right. That's good. Knowledge is power, right?
Knowledge is power.
And the more you know, the better off you're going to be. What,
That's it.
Jessica, what are you hearing in regards to forbearance?
So good question. I was just looking at some stats, right, when you and I were getting on the phone here. So I am hearing folks are doing it. I'm not hearing so much about it yet, but that might change as we have so many investors that have invested across the US, that if different mayors start saying that tenants can live rent-free for 3 months or whatever, that might change. Right now, we've got New York, New Jersey, Nevada, Florida, and Hawaii are the hot spots for delinquencies.
Hmm.
And those are plus or minus 3 to 5% is what they're stating.
Right.
The rates that have rose in each of those respective states for delinquencies on their mortgage payments.
In the world that we live in, things are changing so fast.
Right.
I mean, everything is really changed in the last 90 days. And I guess that's what about all you can expect too, going forward, is that things are going to change.
Right.
So
yes. One thing we know for certain is that everything's going to continue to change from day to day.
That's right. Like Bob Dylan said, time waits for nobody.
That's it.
Jessica, it's always great catching up with you. I'd like to hear about a listing that you have or something you would like to share with the audience.
Yeah, great. Thank you. I would love to highlight, we have a private listing in Westminster Glen. So it's kind of off of 360 and 2222. It's on a 1.25 acres, speaking of acreage, with gorgeous hilltop views. You're not looking into anyone's home. It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, and it has a pool and a jacuzzi and an outdoor cabana. So, and it's completely gated and private with your own, gated entry just to your home, and it's on a private drive. So message me if you know of anyone. It feeds to Vandegrift High School, which is a big pool for the area as well.
Right. And of course, you can go to liconateam.com for more information on that, right?
Perfect. Yes, please.
All right, Jessica. Oh, that's a lot of information. I appreciate your time. I know you're very, very busy.
Thank you for your time. Good to see you.